Most things being called agents right now aren't actually agents. Companies are slapping the word agent on chatbots, on workflows that existed 5 years ago, on any product that needs to sound cutting edge in a pitch deck. And it's making it impossible to tell what's actually new and what's just marketing. In the next few minutes, I'm going to lay out the real definition, a diagram of what's actually happening inside an agent, where they fall apart in practice, and a 3-question test you can use to spot the fakes in seconds. The reason no one can agree on what an AI agent is because every company picked a different definition. They all picked the one that makes their product fit. To a no-code platform, an agent is a workflow. To OpenAI, it's something with tools. To a marketing person, it's whatever they sold last quarter. So let's throw that out and use the definition that the people actually building these things use. The one from the research papers, not the pitch decks. An AI agent is a language model that can take actions in a loop to achieve a goal. 2 words matter here, actions and loop. Here's what that means in practice. Inside an agent, 3 things keep happening in a cycle. First, the model thinks. It reads the goal you give it. It looks at what's happened so far, and it decides what to do next. Then it acts. It actually uses a tool, sends an email, searches the web, runs code, calls an API, not just generating text, actually doing something. Then it observes. It looks at what just happened. Did the email send? Did the search return useful info? Did the code throw an error? Then it loops, goes back to thinking with the new information, and decides what to do next. And it keeps looping until the goal is done, or until it gives up. That's the whole thing. Everything you hear about agentic AI, autonomous workflows, AI employees, when it's real, it's some version of this loop. So why does this matter? Why isn't this just a chatbot with extra steps? A regular chatbot does one thing. You ask it, it answers, you're done. It can't go look up information you didn't give it. It can't take an action in the world. It just talks. An agent can keep going. If your question requires looking something up, it looks. If it needs to run code, it runs code. If the first attempt fails, it tries something different. Here's a concrete example. You give a chatbot this task: find the cheapest flight from Miami to Tokyo next month. A chatbot will tell you it doesn't have access to flight data. That's the end of the conversation. An agent will open up a browser, hit a flight site, compare a few sites, come back with an actual answer. Same model underneath, but with the ability to take actions, see results, and try again. Same brain, different body. Here's the thing you should know. Agents can fail, and sometimes they fail a lot. The longer the chain of actions for an agent, the worse they can get. These features are called compounding. Agents can do strange things. Sometimes they forget what they are originally doing. Sometimes they get stuck retrying the same broken approach over and over. The problem is every time an agent goes on a tangent, each loop costs money. Every action sends another API call. Today's agents are rapidly getting better and more powerful. As time goes on, longer tasks will become much more accurate. Eventually, agents will be able to perform tedious tasks as well as any human for much longer time periods. So here's the 3-question test. If a product can't answer yes to all 3, it's not an agent. It's a chatbot or a workflow. Question 1, can it actually take real actions? Not just generate text, not just suggest what you should do, but actually do the thing. Send the email, run the code, click the button. If the answer is the AI tells you what to do and then you do it, that's not an agent. Question 2, does it loop? When something fails or doesn't go as planned, can it try again with a different approach on its own? Top to bottom in a fixed order. An agent decides what to do next at every single step. Question 3, does the AI decide what to do next? Or is it just following steps a developer hard-coded? Real agents pick their own path. If every step is pre-programmed, what you've got is an if this, then that workflow with an LLM behind it. Useful, but not an agent. 3 yeses and you've got an agent. Anything less, you've got something else. Real AI agents might be the most productive tool ever devised, next to the internet itself. They'll get better and better over time, and if you're using tools like Hermes or OpenClaw, you're literally 99.9% ahead of the population when it comes to using AI agents. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to the video. See you in the next one.